Hello everybody, this is my first podcast and you'll have to bear with me if I make mistakes. Several of you have suggested that I should make podcasts, and so this is my very first one. The common theme throughout will be my mountaineering, but today I'm going to talk about the evolution of my fitness, of how I got to where I am today. I grew up as, to put it bluntly, as a little fat kid. Through puberty I came out and I became a springbok, and I did mid-distance running from age about 15. My grandfather was a champion cross-country runner, and I think that spurred me on, and I've got the genetics for mid-distance running. I've now elevated that to long-distance running, but certainly for many years I was just doing mid-distance. Up until about 2014, I was in the zone of what I call fluffy fitness. So all these general gymnasiums that you see or possibly go to, and general fitness, I call fluffy fitness. It's tickling. It's a little bit of tickling. It's nothing deep. It's nothing fantastic. But in 2014, I wanted to elevate myself to where I thought I could go, and that was to a higher standard. So I joined a hotel gymnasium at the Brooklands Hotel. They had PTs there, and every session that I went to, I had a PT, and they took me through high intensity training, running up and down the stairs of the hotel and down, and on cycle machines, running machines, doing sprints. And it was the first time that I'd ever done anything like that. And gradually, over 2 months, I got myself a lot fitter. That arrangement with that gym closed. The PTs left, I think. But certainly for the clients, myself and a couple of others, it was no longer available. So I had to, in Surrey, find another gymnasium. So I found Locker 27, which is owned and run by Matt Church. And I first had a PT called Joe Williams, and I also attended their hybrid classes at Locker 27. It's very rugby orientated. A lot of rugby clubs go there just to train. And there was also a coach there, which eventually I met up with Tom Batchelor from the Harlequins rugby team, and he gave me some sound advice on nutrition and what I should be doing. Because I was managing to do the hybrid the hybrid classes and the PT sessions, I was beginning to learn the language, the physical language of weightlifting, which I didn't take to quite well. Machines are fine, you know, machines are easy, but the actual language of lifting, powerlifting is, it takes a lot. So with Tom's help and Joe's help, after 3 months, I lost an awful lot of weight, which I'd gained during a managerial job previous to my time in Surrey, and I lost the fat, and then losing that fat, that heavy weight, enabled me to get back to my old springbok self. Then Joe Williams left for Singapore. Then James Mealing became my PT for quite a number of sessions. I think about 30 or 40, I seem to remember. And we achieved great things. But I had to leave after about 2.5 years, and I came back to here, to London. So I raised my level of fitness to the standard that I had done, and it was during my first couple of months in London that I had a meeting with friends, and I was really taken by mountaineering. And the next day I decided, yes, I'm going to start climbing mountains. I'd already done the Duke of Edinburgh's award scheme, at school, whilst I was at school, through the Hainault High Youth Club and Les Chumley, and the Glaisbury House Centre in Hay-on-Wye in Wales, and I absolutely loved it, but I haven't really done much else since then. And anyhow, the mountaineering specifically is for another podcast. I want to take you through a couple of philosophical points that are always predominantly in my mind, and I think they will help you enormously. I have to say that I set myself a weekly routine, and that really helps me in my fitness, because if I deviate, then I know there's an issue. And it's a bit like the nutrition and tracking calories. If you deviate, you know that there is an issue. So my routine helps me. Also, having a weekly routine, or you might have a 2-week routine, but if you devise a routine, your mind is set on that routine so that you know the next day it's a rest day, or the next day it's a back-to-back blowout 3-session day. And you can condition your mind to what it's going to expect. Now, the mind likes this. Believe it or not, we human beings, we're like dogs. We like routine. And blow me, if you go on holiday, how many of you come down with a cold? Especially you hard workers out there. You get a cold because your body knows you're on holiday and it's time to fully rest, to fully recharge that body. You can be going for months and months and months, hard at work, and then as soon as you're on your 2-week holiday, I'm sick as a dog. That's because your mind knows, and your mind plays games. Your mind tries to tell you that you're tired. You are not tired. You go to that gym, you keep your routine going, and I bet you 9 times out of 10, you will do your routine at the gym ordinarily, even though you feel tired. It's only 1 time out of those 10 times that you will actually think, I am generally tired and I can only do a warm-up or a stretch. But at least you've made that routine. You've gone there and you've done as much as you feel that you can do. But I bet 9 times out of 10, you'll be able to do your full routine. It's your mind playing games with your body, and so be careful of that. It's like when you feel thirsty, when you feel hungry, that's actually thirst. So have a glass of water. When you're hungry, have a glass of plain water. It's so important for you to drink plain water. But have a glass of water, and again, 9 times out of 10, you will not be hungry. Okay, philosophy. Triangle of health. This is common knowledge. So social health, it's important to most people to have a good relationship with their family, their friends, with people that they meet in clubs, in the gymnasiums, in your sports clubs. Sociability, it's really, really good for your health. Then we have your physical health that coincides, and your mental health. Now, as you start exercising more, and as you start eating a good diet, as you start to maybe drink a little bit less alcohol, as you maybe possibly smoke less cigarettes or give up cigarettes or start changing your lifestyle, so your mental health will improve. People also pick up on your changes positively, but what you must listen out for is negative people. There will be people who will not like the fact that you are improving so, and they'll be passing you more chocolate to eat, more cigarettes to smoke, more drink to drink. They want you to fail because they cannot do what you're doing. So you must pick up on that, and you mustn't let them win. You must beat them subtly. Okay, one triangle that I've devised is the triangle of fitness, which is exercise, nutrition, and most importantly, sleep. If you are tired, you are edgy, you are irritable, you are lacking energy, and you are also eating more. It's not good. You must sleep. Please, whatever it takes to sleep properly, you must. Peace of mind, sleep, sleep, sleep. So that's my triangle of fitness. Use it. But my motto completely is, it's never too late to start. Let me find it. It's never too late to start. Whatever age you are, this year I'm 60, but if you're 70, if you're 75, if you're 45 and you have middle-age spread, it's never too late to start. Do something. The human body was designed to work every day. It wasn't designed to be sedentary every day. We are a sedentary race, species now. And this is not, the problems that we're facing here in the United Kingdom, okay, we've got bad statistics here, and which is pretty much worse than some other areas in the world, but generally people, the culture is to be more sedentary, but no, we have to get up. Do your 10,000 steps if you can, please. And once you get used to doing 10,000 steps, involve a couple of flights of stairs within the 10,000 steps. During the pandemic, during the lockdowns, it beggared belief for me that people in a 2 up, 2 down house with 12 steps in the house and park benches outside didn't exercise. I mean, please, it's an attitude of mind, it's a determination, and set yourself goals. I set myself short-term and long-term goals. It's a bit like having a mortgage or bond. You've got your monthly payment that you have to make, and then your long goal is the actual final payment. So that's where my fitness is. I have my short-term goals. So my short-term goals this year is in Easter, I return back to Spain to train on a mountain. So I'm edging for that. Then in May, I'm going to Yorkshire to do the Yorkshire Three Peaks, which is the equivalent of doing a marathon, but it's with an elevation of 160,000 meters, 1,600 meters, sorry. But that's quite a goal, because I'll be at speed. Anyway, well, let's see what we can do. So I've got stage posts, and then at the end of the year, I've got some wonderful expeditions coming up. But give yourself goals. Now for you, it might be going to a wedding and you want to lose a bit of weight, you want to get into that dress again. Great, that's a goal. But pitch yourself at that goal, and then so that you don't give up after that event, pick yourself another goal, either your birthday or Christmas or some other time in the near future that you can progress yourself beyond that first goal. But goals are so important. Accountability. I still have a trainer, and I'm accountable to him every day. So my trainer, he's part of the gym group, and their standard for their trainers is that that the clients are accountable to them on a daily basis for their weight. So I have a weighing scales, bathroom scales with Bluetooth. It links to my smartphone. I do a screenshot of the weight. I ping that to my trainer every morning that I'm here. and I also put my calories. I record my calories into a free app on my smartphone called MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is so good. It's so quick. It's so easy. It takes me 1 minute to do. So you've got no excuse. And I still do it today after, well, it's over 10 years. And it just lets you know where you're going wrong. And even when I have those days, my cheat days as they're called, or when I go out for the buffet meals, I will put the calories in. But you see the trend, you're looking for trends, you're not looking for daily weight, you're looking for trends, and the trend should be muscle mass going up and your fat going down. So I'm at a nice plateau at the moment, really nice plateau. I'm a springbok, I'm an antelope if you like. I'm never going to be a gorilla, so I know exactly where I am at this moment in time. And my activities are the Yomping, which is running with a weighted rucksack, and it's endurance exercise, which then leads itself into the mountaineering. So my goals are different from a specific weight trainer's goals. Feel comfortable when you're training, look the part and feel the part. Buy yourself some new kit. Walk into a new gymnasium, set yourself up, and in no time you'll feel comfortable and you'll get yourself into a lovely routine, and hopefully you'll start winning. But make yourself accountable to someone. If you can't afford a trainer, or you haven't got a trainer, or you're using YouTube videos to follow for your training routine, your training pattern, then ask a friend if you can send them your daily weight to them every day, so that you are accountable. It really, really works. I understand that the NHS had a similar sort of service where they people who are overweight, they wanted to lose weight, referrals from the GP, they'd join a little group, they'd all be accountable to each other. This arrangement, I understand, was cancelled. Anyhow, but it's the same thing, it's the accountability, and I'm still using it today. Now I know that on my endurance training, on all these aspects, I don't need assistance, if you like. I do delve into social media for expert advice, and there are lots of great guys out there, ladies as well, who have great advice, and you can listen in on that on Instagram and YouTube. But for the diet, for sure, I've done a full transformation. One piece of kit that I've recently bought, and there's a lady called Barbara O'Neill, and she's all over the social media. She's fantastic. And I listened to a little 3-minute podcast of hers about rebounding. And I bought a rebounder, which is a mini 1 meter size trampoline. And for 10 minutes in the morning, as soon as I wake up, I go on that rebounder. It's 10 minutes. 10 minutes on the rebounder is the equivalent, not in calories, the equivalent of a 45-minute run. It's good for your knees, it's good for your back, it's good for your lymphatic system, it's good for all your systems of your body. And recently I've only just bought, after all these years, I've only just bought a Garmin smartwatch, which is absolutely fantastic. But looking at my heart rate told me that doing the rebounding here for 10 minutes in the morning was just fantastic for my heart in the morning. I get up into zone 4. Now when you're doing the 10,000 steps a day, and even just climbing the odd flight of stairs, your heart is in the low zone. But doing the rebounding can get you up into the third zone. So it's a really, really good way of motivating all your systems and also your metabolism. And we all need to motivate that. Now, I will make other podcasts about nutrition, about the little things that I do, like the yomping, tabbing, some people call it, rucking, other people call it, and my kit. I'm going to go through my kit, but I think that's enough for now. I hope you've gained some benefit from this. If you have any questions, please just ask me the questions, put it into the comments section, like this video, please, if you like it. You can even subscribe. Okay, thanks for listening.